Welcome to the Age of the Ring channel. I'm Jarian, a voice actor and beta tester for the mod. To get you all hyped up for the epic release that will be 8.0, we are starting a new series we'll call Beta Casting. Join me in an action-packed peek behind the curtain as our devs and beta testers go head-to-head, testing balance and all new features of the upcoming release. Let's go!
Hello everybody, welcome to another beta casting video. Glad to be back and recording these. I know it's been a while since we've had one, but let's get right to it. Right here on this lovely new map coming in 8.0, this is Bomburr's map called Ultala, the Great Steppe. We're far to the east in Rune here, in these large grasslands with a runic fort here, a couple of other encampments on these hills here. And something I know you guys have probably been waiting for, we do have Lothlorien in the bottom left. I'll introduce our players. We have Isirion playing Lothlorien here. This is the same beta as the grand finals for the last tournament, if anybody's curious. So Lothlorien's going to be playing the same as they did in that tournament. We're starting with the barracks over here, and I'm assuming what will be 3 Nifredial Bloom farms. There we go. And in the top right, we have Nidhoggr playing Misty Mountains and getting his Goblin Screecher spam started up. And I believe we do see a cheeky bugger running across the map. A very large map, by the way. We'll see plenty of it, but lots and lots of open spaces with just a few of these obstacles, essentially. Large prairies of horses. Let's see, he is going to put the Orc Tunnel over here in the top left, directly above Isirion's base. And we're going to have some Tawarwaith just going to run and scout over here. If he knows about the wargs, he would have gotten spears. It looks like he's gotten what he came for, though. He found another cheeky builder, and you can go no further used to... Oh my gosh! The fell wind was not enough. So you can go no further, stunning the builder for an easy clap. And a builder killed very, very quickly in this match. His instincts served him right. He found a builder, but he did not find the one actually building the tunnel. So we will see 3 battalions of Screechers running across with nothing to defend as of yet. Some Tawarwaith, some Axemen, and Swordsmen coming out soon, but this should be enough Goblins in attack mode to take down this Malorn tree. There are no lanterns here to stun the Goblins as yet. Tawarwaith running across to see what damage they can find. They're not going to have a lot of surface area on the tunnel here, but they're going to fight as many of these goblins as they can. Goblins do kill off the Malorn tree here, leaving possibly 3, maybe there's like 1 left, but about 2 battalions left. And over here, defensive mode Tawarwaith, surviving pretty long against these goblins, able to take a few of them out with them, but no structural damage. And let's see the PowerPoint. It looks like it's in favor of Isirion at this point, even with the Malorn tree kill. Enough goblins were killed to give Isirion a little bit of a boost in terms of power points. Some more Screechers kind of roaming around over here, while I'm sure, yes, the Tawarna Athir, the spears, were taking out this warg encampment. Lorien archers supporting their swordsmen here. This should be an easy fight for Lorien here, especially with the Riders of the Ninth coming in to reinforce. Good flank here, though. Keeping Isirion busy, trying to find the weak spot. There's not really a nice juicy Malorn tree that's just a farm. The armor increases significantly once you get the golden... I keep saying Goldenwood, the Lothlorien garrison here. And unless the trees have been upgraded with Malorn roots, they have lower armor compared to most other farms. The Riders of the Ninth getting a decent trample, deciding to back off, let the poison wear off, and reinforcements coming in here with a tower being built. I do want to just check and see what's going on over here. It looks like Isirion's got a good handle on this tunnel, while Nid is trying to defend this encampment as best he can. The Riders of the Ninth not really able to get as much of a trample as they would have liked, but reinforcements coming around the other way here. Going to be able to get a trample on those Moria Orc archers and leading the goblins to their doom in the middle of the plains here. So definitely a good map for the cavalry. I'd like to see those out early from Lothlorien here. The tower plus the goblins coming out from the tunnel are going to do their best here, but a stun from You Can Go No Further, back up already, is going to be able to handle those guys, and definitely going to be able to get... Oh, huge reinforcement here out of the tunnel from Nid, with Mountain Orc brutes in the mix, so the Riders of the Ninth are going to have to back off here, and these guys backed up against a corner. They could be in a worse spot. Going to get some pretty decent kills off here. See how he's going to micro this. With the tower shooting at them, these Lorien archers are going to get dealt with. And the rebuildable rubble survives for now. So let's take a look here at Lothlorien's base. I know you guys want to see this a little bit. So tech-wise, it just appears to be the one garrison. And I don't know if any of these have been turned into wells. So one of the secondary... Oh, there is a green pasture. I'm sorry. Obviously, there's the green pasture for the Ninth. I don't know if any of these have also been turned into the Blessed Water Malorn trees, which act as wells. If they were, he might be able to replenish his level 1 cavalry a little bit better here. But let's check over here as well. So we are seeing the ward packs coming out of the Wolf Cairn here. And obviously the Mountain Orc Lodge is out, as we saw some pikes in response to the Riders of the Ninth. Nid trying to find his footing here, but decent positioning with decent positioning from Lothlorien here, getting the swords out in front of the pikes, and I do believe we have Orofine chasing these guys down. I thought I heard somebody else too. I don't know if Rumil is out. Let's see. A little bit of a PowerPoint lead for Lothlorien still, especially as just a little bit of a checkmatey positioning here. Lothlorien is able to kind of corner Misty Mountains in the back of the base here and win the rock, paper, scissors game there. Riders of the Ninth gonna try and see what's going on over here. See the Mountain Orc brutes, pass them by. The horses are gonna join their brethren. And we've got a nice little attack here on top of the Malorn tree. But just as he gets the surround, unfortunate timing for Nid, the Starlit Lanterns have been completed, a secondary upgrade for the Malorn tree to stun nearby units in fear. These guys just hanging out for now, while Lothlorien gets a nice surround with the archers, but the ward packs coming in with the Howl, gonna get huge tramples off. We'll see how much value you can get out of the ward packs, because so far the structure is gonna survive. Only a few brutes left. Now they're getting caught in melee with Orofine and Towarwhite, though. At this point, the ward packs are going to lose. Deciding now to come in for the flank. And actually, we do see the Waters of Nimrodel. So this is a statue that has a rebuild ability on a timer. I believe it also has some passive buffs, which I'll read later as we kind of figure out what the lay of the land here is. Tunnel was rebuilt over on this side of the map, and Starlit Lanterns... No, that was You Can Go No Further. Lots of stuns for Lothlorien that you have to keep an eye on, and I believe, actually, an interesting thing that we can say about this game is I'm kind of just panning over some really well-placed aggression here from Misty Mountains. If anything, though, if he's not getting the damage done, he is just kind of feeding some power points, but hopefully he can get this Malorn tree for his efforts here, because he really is doing a good job multitasking. A great charge by the Riders of the Ninth, leveling up a battalion here, but they are going to get what they came for. And Nid absolutely it's hard to keep up with him, especially when he's got all of his units in these tunnels here. Excellent play here by Nid, getting multiple trees and keeping Isirion on the back foot. I want to check really quick. Yeah, only 375 max CP for Lothlorien here, as Misty Mountains takes this large map At some point, I'd like to see him expanding a little bit further out. Warg packs being forced to retreat, and a good trample from the Riders of the Ninth on top of these slashers here. What we don't see very often is the upgrade into the bows. So the Riders of the Ninth can turn into horse archers permanently. They cannot switch back. Costs an extra 100 resources. But seeing as they're the most accessible cavalry with trample for a while until you get the Hidden Sanctum leveled up, we do see them in melee mode most of the time. A horde bonus here being shared by lots of goblins and mountain orc slashers. A great fight on the hill. I just love this map so much. It's so cinematic here. We've got Idriel in the battle and Orofine getting relatively low. Excellent micro here from Nid to dodge the arrow attack, which Isirion did invest another 5 points. We'll see who's able to finish this one up. I think Scavenger is active. It is.
Drive them from our lands.
So a little bit of a stalemate here, but if you think about Misty Mountains getting resources for all of these kills, not too bad. Musgash just hitting level 3 in that fight, if you saw, hitting his Putrid Blade and doing some really, really good damage against the Riders of the Ninth, which 2 battalions, unfortunately for Nid, survive. This one not quite level 2, but this one with level 2 surviving with just a few horses, those are going to replenish, so getting good value there. Some Mountain Orc Brutes going to force Idriel to back off here, and a really, really cool brawl. Let's see who came out in top power points wise. We've got, what, 20 here, 21 to 18. So still in favor of Lothlorien here, while Nid tries to regroup. What I was trying to say before is that what's interesting about this beta cast is that we have actually since moved from the beta that this match is being played on to another one. So some changes have been made since, and I know, and not all changes that have been made obviously were based off of this one match we play. I think we're close to 1,000 beta matches played, which is absolutely insane for 8.0. But regardless, my point is, since this beta, you can go no further, which we've seen a couple of times already, has had a slight nerf in terms of its duration. It's gone from 5 seconds to about 4 seconds to try and ease up a little bit on the amount of value that this tier 1 provides. We'll see Orofine now at level 5 is going to have access to Megalherdir. Big combat bonus for him for about 30 seconds. Right where he wants to be. Good Fluid Strike here from, I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, Fluid Strike from Idriel is going to be able to knock back a few things. These are great, great XP farms for Lothlorien's heroes here. But over here we will see a huge trample from the Ninth. Really well played attack here from Isirion. But the fire arrows, I like to see the fire arrows from the treasure trove going to be providing some big help here. The Riders of the Ninth can't be everywhere all the time, so with a fell wind being dropped and some fire arrows and choke points here, Misty Mountain's able to kind of turn this fight around and get some decent value. Mountain Orc Brutes, great positioning, going to keep these Riders of the Ninth on the wrong side of the hills and allow these archers to get on top of them. I don't know if they're going to be able to get Idriel, and Orofine is going to back off, popping his Warden of the Ninth ability. So between these two, another good dodge there from Nid from Letho Filin. The heroes are going to be able to make it out alive. But all in all, it looked really, really favorable there for Lothlorien. But I think Nid held his ground, used his pikes very, very strategically, and got these the fire arrows here. Really, really good choice from Nid to add that extra damage. And these guys must be buffed. I'm betting Musgash is in here somewhere, providing the leadership. Yeah, there he is. The level 5 leadership. So a bit of a damage and armor boost to them. Over here, we are seeing Nid getting very aggressive with his structure placement. Really cool to see. And Isirion noticing this is going to want to get behind this tunnel. Pike's getting on top here. I hear Treebeard being completed. Alore Linde is being chased down by 2 goblins. The Mountain Orc Brute's going to be enough to scare these guys off. Builder is going to survive, so no revenge Builder kill quite yet. Large army from Nid still here. He's just kind of poking at Isirion to see what's going on. And here we see the weakness of the non-armor upgraded Lothlorien trees getting torn apart by fire arrows. But getting a good jump on top of these brutes with some swordsmen and some other pikes, some archers here. Going to be able to catch a lot of these units on their way out as they try to get into the building here. And now that the brutes are gone, the Riders of the Ninth are going to make this a pretty easy cleanup for Lothlorien. I don't know if there's enough. He's gonna take his win there and try and answer this huge invasion from Nid. Frozen Wastes, Moosgash buff, just and instantly destroy this structure. Okay, so the Huron just being purchased is gonna make. Oh, the Huron is gonna absolutely destroy all these guys, but not before they take out the Green Pasture and the Goldenwood Garrison. Using its Wicked Slumber ability is now invulnerable and lashing out. A heal being dropped. So a great attack here by Nid, but the Huorn is going to disrupt this attack to prevent it from doing any further damage. The Mirror of Galadriel has been purchased. I don't believe any of these have been used yet. Nid trying to stick around to see how much more damage he can do while the tree exits its Wicked Slumber and is going to force all of Nid's units back with Treebeard and another Ent sieging down this building. So a decent defense here by Isirion. I don't know if his Goldenwood or his Galadrim garrison was upgraded, but it got absolutely deleted by that army from Nid. A second Waters of Nimrudel, Statue of Nimrudel being placed, granting, oh, that's the passive buff. It grants passive resource production here. So while Isirion moves to take out this thorn in his side, another large, and I believe that's the scavenger buff being activated, yep. So another siege grabbing 60 resources from killing that. Gonna probably be able to get the Malorn tree here as well before he's able to answer this. The Huorn is a permanent unit, so this is going to keep cruising along. Kind of out of place in these grasslands areas. But Lothlorien makes its trees no matter what. So Scavenger still active here. Decent Lathoi Feline being called down on all these goblins. And these heroes going to chase him down. They might be able to, if Idril has Fluid Strike, now would be the time. Knock him down. Oh no, no Fluid Strike. It's on autocast. Fluid Strike would have knocked Moosgash down, and I think that would have made that an easy kill. But I think for now, Moosgash is going to make it to the reinforcements here. And this is a fight that I'm not sure exactly how this is going to go. There seems to be quite a bit of buffed fire arrow archers in here. But the Lorien archers here as well. That's Idril's heal going down. I don't know how this is going to go. Orofine is dropping Megalhirdir. He does not have the Gifts of Lorien, which provide him with a splash attack while Megalhirdir is active.
They've wounded me.
Idril seems to be taking quite a bit of damage. I don't know where she is in the light, but we do see that the Ring of Adamant, which has been moved to a tier 3 power, has been placed. Providing, I think, basically what it did before. Lots of armor, fear and terror resist. So Isirion able to clean this up while Nid once again tries to find some damage over here, but is going to run into this Huorn, and without any pikes is going to have trouble taking this Huorn down. And we do see the Wicked Slumber, which is it roots in the area and it becomes invulnerable, dealing splash damage. That has since been changed since this beta, I believe. I believe the Huorn, when it uses its Wicked Slumber in the newest version of the beta, we've nerfed that to just be an armor increase, so it is at least still killable. In that current state, the invulnerability was a bit much. But the trees getting their revenge, going to go after this tunnel. But with some fire arrows, another great use of you can go no further. Going to allow the Huorn to escape here. So just a really, really great utilization of Lothlorien's powers here. Gonna try and get on top of this Huorn with pikes. And gonna be able to take that down. 175 resources. I wonder if Musgash is a high enough level to be giving that passively. He is. I believe it's at level 8. Yeah, at level 8 he gains the resources per kill. Another 168. This is going to be a quick kill on Idriel too, unless she can retreat fast enough. She's already dropped her heal. Nice. I said something weird about the mirror. Here we go. He is purchasing the armor bonus to Malorn trees. I want to see what more is going on with this fight. So the fire arrows coming in really, really clutch against these Ents, and Lothlorien deciding to cut their losses there and back off. We do have Lug. I don't think... Headhunter does not seem to be on cooldown, so I think Lug joined the battle, and he was able to get the kill on Orofin and Idriel without using Lug's Headhunter. I do believe this is Celeborn, though. Celeborn being the faction leader, the co-faction leader for the Galadrim. Maybe he'll be able to get the XP on that kill? Nope. Huge clumps of Misty Mountains here. March Wardens we also are beginning to see mixed in with the army here. So bit of a tier upgrade here. Mountain Orc Scouts, though, level 5 with their... barbed arrows available, fire arrows. Pretty decent surround here from Nid, and honestly, the powers available to the Huorn is almost available, so Nid is going to want to get whatever damage he can done soon. Fell Wind disrupting the army pretty well, even between Celeborn's passive buffs here, providing fear resistance and giving everybody speed. A decent engagement here from Nid, and Lug's Headhunter going down on Celeborn. We'll see if he's able to take him down. And Twisted Malice being cast behind. And, okay, so Nid is going to now retreat. Celeborn survives. God, so much is happening in this game. Lug is still alive. I just want to make sure I'm taking heed on all these heroes. Musgash now at level 9. Enemy units lose all leadership and lose 33% movement speed. That could be a huge game changer eventually.
Are at your command.
Let's see what we've got going on back here. We are pumping out March Wardens from the level 3 Galadrim garrison here. Trying to see... you can see the fence here around the fortress indicates that the protection of Nenya fortress upgrade, the armor upgrade, is active currently. And Nid going to kind of test the waters here. You can go no further once again, stunning all these units, allowing them a little bit of a breather from all these fire arrows. But a bit of a flank coming in from the Gundabad Berserkers. Can he get on top of Celeborn in time? He has just hit his Armaments of Doriath, and that might be what saves him. Wow. Hitting level 5, that fight is what saves Celeborn here. Crazy. We also see Aya Earendio coming in, healing some units, stunning the rest. Every engagement of Nid seems to be thwarted by some new magic, some new devilry here from Lothlorien. Great use of these powers from Isirion here as he's causing Nid to scatter and retreat. Yep, just trying to get some damage on the way out. Lug not able to get too much XP here.
The March Wardens will heed their lord's call.
I need to do a quick check. So Nid does have control of the map and has a huge economy and max CP bonus here. But in terms of active army, they're almost tied, and this Huorn is a really big deal. Big pain in the ass here. It is walking right over these Gundabad Berserkers. If they can get right on top and get the attack, the Huorn is weak to pikes. So Nid might want to move them into their line formation to get them on top of this guy. But Nid able to get some kills here. The Lothlorien not hitting too many. So let's see. Yeah, Nid keeping this battle kind of stabilized and forcing Lothlorien to retreat here. And with all of these fire arrows, this Huorn is so tanky.
The wolves are
He should be able to,
howling.
yeah, grab a bit of money for that one. So back home, the Talon has been researched. It doesn't look like there's any upgrades here quite yet. So not providing any of those passive bonuses yet. But this Misty Mountains clump is going to try and see what damage they can get. With all these fire arrows, they should be able to take out this level 3 building. A little bit of a hesitation there, but the worm coming out for Nid here with Scavenger and Muzgash's Scavenger active was able to get a little bit of money there. Fell Wind. Felt Determination available. I'm not sure if it's being cast. I think the Starlit Lanterns was just cast. No Fear Resistance for Misty Mountains quite yet, but I think Celeborn, if Celeborn escapes this time too, that would be an absolute tragedy. Baiting the Gundabad Wolf Riders pretty far into the base. Yep, Celeborn able to make quick work of those guys, especially now that he has the armaments of Doriath. He's dealing magic damage. He's got a big boost, but the Frozen Waste is going to hit with the Worm. If the Worm can get repositioned on top of these clumped up Lorien units. More Starlit Lanterns being purchased. If this level 3 Malorn tree goes down, that's a huge win for Nid here. Great offensive from Nid, and a great use of this worm power, I think. 550 army supply. Sorry, that's a StarCraft thing. CP command points. To 162 for Lothlorien here. So a really great win for Misty Mountains here. But we will see... with 2 15s being purchased and almost a 25 at play here, there is a absolutely massive PowerPoint disparity in this game, with Lothlorien getting far more kills than Misty Mountains, and I think I think that's going to be hard for Nid to contend with once cast down its walls, because with Aya Erendil being purchased, both tier 4s are going to be available to Lothlorien. So Lothlorien able to play from behind, get the money value, like the efficiency in terms of their kills for what size army they've been purchasing. Nid's map presence is not quite paying off. He has a maximum sized army here. Multiple production buildings, so an easy enough remax should things go south. And just trying to find the right battle to take here, but now Celeborn at level 7 is going to be harder and harder to contend with, I think. Yeah, so Celeborn, his basic attacks do deal splash damage, but that has been removed for the next beta. So we'll be experimenting with Celeborn with just single target damage. Who I haven't seen, and he could very well be in here, and I just haven't seen him, but I have not seen Rumil. Here's Celeborn's guard. Misty Mountains getting caught here in a choke, running past the runic fort here. Gonna be forced to retreat. Lug with that army. Whereas I don't see a hero blob, so I don't know if Muzgash is with them. I think we'd see the leadership if he was. But a huge force of Misty Mountains going to get stunned. And his stun is going to be absolutely brutal for Misty Mountains. Great positioning, but between You Can Go No Further and Starlit Lanterns, this army's going to get absolutely caught. And then Latho Feline, I don't think the archers are going to survive. Oh my god. Absolutely brutal massacre. Spell-wise from Isirion, kind of blowing every single ability he has here at the moment to make sure that this attack does absolutely nothing. Gonna get a lot of kills here and hit that 25 power point mark. So now Nid has to figure out what he's gonna do now that he's lost 600 army supplies so quickly. the Entmoot down to about half health. Yeah, I think Nid is going to have to figure out how to approach Lothlorien when their powers are down. So the counterattack here is going to take a little bit of ground back, but even taking down these tunnels probably isn't going to dip his max CP here. It looks like they have, yeah, they do have the Malorn bows. So somewhere in here, the storehouse has been upgraded, and Lothlorien has moved to the upgraded archers. Misty Mountains is going to take this fight, knowing that most of those powers are gone. I wonder if he's going to pop Scavenger here in a bit of a fell wind to try and take the advantage here in this fight. I think that would do him well. Yeah, there's the fell wind to cover the retreat, and getting a great trample from the Gundabad riders on top of these upgraded Nid and Isirion. Great money here from killing the March Wardens, but unfortunately the level 5 Lorien spears are going to get in the way and trap most of these wolves. Yeah, with Lothlorien in the late game with these upgraded archers, upgraded final units, we have Celeborn at level 9, giving him pretty much every bonus he can get. He will, his summon will double. The Silver Host summon will double at level 10. The only thing left for him to grab. And for the first time since I've seen it, his max CP has dipped to 950. So I think this this game is starting to turn in favor of Lothlorien. I think Isirion might have held out long enough to the late game of a good faction Elven, like a good Elven faction, that tech-wise it's going to be hard for Nid to contend with the Misty Mountain units. I would love to see Bolg. I think we need to start seeing Bolg, or we need to see some monster action here. Monsters might be able to flank the trees a little bit better here, but it's hard to say between Lothlorien's access to powers and just these players' responsiveness to each other's attacks. It's hard to say what would be best here. I do know that the Gundabad stone trolls, not in this beta version, but in the one that has since come out, they've gotten a little bit of a buff in terms of a price reduction. I think they've gone down to about 900 resources, so I wonder if we'll see that as a more attractive option. I believe we did just see the Celeborn's XP buff, yes. So Wise Beyond Measure, giving great XP to all these units, increasing their health, armor, all that good stuff. And the Hidden Sanctum also giving permanent range and vision, and auto heal bonuses, health bonuses, on a relatively large cooldown here, but providing permanent bonuses to units as long as they survive. This is about as late game of an army as you're going to get. Nid trying to figure out how he's going to contend with this army, and it's going to be with a flank like this. So you can go no further, and Letho e Feline, a classic combo. Name a more iconic duo here. But with God, that's so much damage to these level 2 slashers. They're just going to get torn to pieces. Not even able to get on top of the frozen land that they want to be on. The Gundabad Berserkers, though, going to get on top of these Edrine, but switching to swords is going to give them armor versus pikes, and with the all of the leadership bonuses and everything given to these absolutely top tier units, it's going to force Nid into a retreat, and I think we're going to see Lothlorien's, at least their first big push. I didn't even notice when this went down. The Mists of Lothlorien must have happened at some point, causing friendly units to become selfed, and enemies caught within the mist are going to take damage over time. So I missed that getting thrown down. There's just so much happening in this game, so much to talk about. Talon's being purchased here and there. It doesn't seem like they have too many upgrades quite yet. Just trying to take a look at the base. But getting on top of the level 3 upgrade structure here, a great worm being thrown down by Nid. If they can get a good attack on a clump of March Wardens, he's going to get absolutely insane value out of this. This is as good as a defense as I think Nid could hope for. None of these powers are up. It's a few seconds before the Huorn can be summoned, and Isirion in full retreat here does not want to be caught by this worm. I think we're going to see one more attack and possibly a reposition for the worm here, as the Gundabad Berserkers and Slashers, yeah, Twisted Malice is going to be thrown on top of these fire-arrowed clumps. Probably going to see a Wicked Slumber soon. Yep, going to lash out and destroy absolutely all these units. But as experienced as these units are, we are going to lose some March Wardens, and the Mirror upgrade is probably, yeah, so the things that are ability from the Mirror of Galadriel is going to increase Lothlorien's Remax potential for about 45 seconds, so it doubles the recruitment time of most of the Galadriel garrison units. Sentinels of Karan Amroth here, gonna catch these Gundabad Wolf Riders as Aya Erendil stuns all of Misty Mountain's counterattack here. Musgash doesn't give a fuck about that, though. He's still going to go to town, and these units here from Misty Mountain's going to be a little bit too strong for these too few units. Celeborn, even at level 10, is going to decide he doesn't want to take those guys on alone. And while these guys are running, Isirion is using whatever money he can. He's down to his resource management at this point is getting to 0, which is good for him. Building as many upgrades as he can, taking down a Talon kind of for free here. A little bit of an ambitious build, knowing what was going on here, and I like that Nid is getting so much value out of Musgash's passive scavenger bonus plus the scavenger power, and we do see Durin's Bane is available for Misty Mountains. So what looked to be a pretty convincing push from Lothlorien is now being ping-ponged back and forth. The Talon has researched border fences, providing a bit of a defensive boost. You can go no further. I can see the stun decal, or yes, stun decal here, and the Waters of Nimrodel trying to provide a defensive bonus, but it's too much damage from Misty Mountains. Holy crap, this game, guys. This game is insane. The Balrog getting absolutely devastating AoE is going to roar to get the damage boost, and we'll see what he goes for. I know I make the mistake when I play the Balrog, and I try to breathe fire at an unpathable location. He wastes his entire time. So Nid not making that mistake. I wonder if we're chaining rebuilds here. We do have another Blessing of Nimrodel, don't forget. Oh my gosh, huge value from the Scavenger here, from Durin's Bane. We are close to cast down its walls for Isirion, trying to see how much damage the Balrog can do. He's going to try and get the fort, but as I mentioned before, not much damage is going to be dealt by the Balrog. That's actually, it's almost no damage. I know the protection of Nenya is available, but this fortress is taking absolutely no damage from this Balrog. Might be interesting to note. I wonder if that's intended to be taking so little damage. So Nid, realizing he's not going to get much value out of there, is going to kill as many units as absolutely possible. Get some money out along the way. Oh, a hero goes down. I think that was Orofin. With the dude, what is with elves killing Balrogs in their last dying breaths? Right? I guess that's just inescapable, no matter what medium you're experiencing. Nid remaxing 100 max CP, up to 600 here, only half that for Isirion, as he's been taking a devastating loss in terms of his structural soundness here. What a crazy game for these guys. That's a Laura Linde, the Tree Singer, another builder. He must have lost a builder on the way out, or during that fight, during the Balrog attack. Man, I missed these guys. These guys are hitting the field. These models are absolutely incredible. The Nandor Hirhathol, ancient Teleri elves,
prepare for war.
Sentinels of Karan Amroth, or the Gwahaidrim. Alright, Nid is just poking. Just wants to see what he can get here. No fire arrows yet, so this Maloran tree is going to survive for a little bit, and I believe Isirion probably does have the things that will be. So a permanent armor buff to all Maloran trees coming from the mirror. And these guys have almost every upgrade. The Water's a Blessing of Nimrodel being used to save this Maloran. He does not want to lose this one. And between all of the magic spells, Starlit Lanterns, all of the upgrades here, this one has Malorn Roots. It has the armor buff from the Mirror of Galadriel, and with some Lothlorien tree magic, this tree is saved. Well played there by Isirion. Just throwing another rebuild down, thinking he might not get attacked in the near future, and I think that's a pretty safe bet. There's very, very strong defensive capabilities here from Lothlorien, and we're 1 power point away from cast down its walls. Which, if he can time that with his siege, I think that could be the killing blow. It's going to depend on whether he's actually able to get to Nid's base. Frozen land is going to be thrown. Bolg is out. Love to see Bolg out here finally. Fire arrows. God, the Latho-Ephelion gets such crazy value against the Goblin Archers here. Look at the Sentinels' heavy armor models, just real quick. God, they're gorgeous. Chasing down this army here. So you can go no further, and Latho-Ephelion, again, getting insane value. Stopping the push here. And Celeborn trying to chase these guys down, providing a speed boost to nearby units. And heroes for now, but I believe he provides a 10% speed boost to heroes in this beta, but I believe that's been removed. That was Celeborn has been a pretty strong guy. So he's taken some small nerfs since this game has been played. I don't know what that was. That might have been... I don't think the Nandor are high enough level to be providing a bonus. Bolg's going to have to watch out. We've got like 4 battalions of March Wardens. Lug's fire is going down. I don't know if he... Oh, Bolg still falls. No, the fire damage isn't enough. Aya Earendil is providing resistance to magic and elemental damage. What an insane counter. God, this is top tier play, guys. Lug gets an amazing Scorched Earth burn on top of these high level archers, with Aya Earendil providing resistance to that very same magic. And going to provide magic against this Drake summon as well. Yes, and there it is. Cast down its walls, being cast in the middle of the base here. And that's gonna be it for this game. What an insane counter. It all happened so fast, I wasn't even watching over here, but cast down its walls was cast, destroying the fortress, destroying these other buildings here, and Lothlorien is going to take the win here on Ultala. GG's to both players. What an action-packed back-and-forth game. Wow. God, that was so fun to watch. GG's. Man, there's a lot to talk about in that game. I really think that Nid tried his best to kind of overwhelm from all corners, but one of the tricky things that you have to be prepared for with Lothlorien is their ability to kind of crowd control and resist kind of flimsy attacks. I think not that Nid's attacks were flimsy by any means, but between the repairs from the Waters of Nimrodel statue and the stuns available to Lothlorien, Isirion did a good job of managing the different pushes and making sure he had the right pushback at the right spots, making for an extremely exciting game. Well played. And I hope you guys enjoyed our first real Lothlorien Beta Cast. Hope to have some more for you guys soon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.